page for
We
it.
actually got it up and running,
Is
so
Periscope. Wherever he's streaming, and if you got a more preferred platform, he's probably streaming on it. Check him out there for more than just Battle of Florida, but he is going live right
we're
now
live,
with
pal.
the Battle of Florida versus the Vikings. So without further ado, I'm gonna hand it over to Biggie, and until tomorrow when we return for the Last of Us Part 2 stream, we're out of here.
Thank you, Sancheco, and what is good, everyone? Original Biggie One back at it again as we are live on Facebook. We actually opened on Facebook. Again, facebook.com/original Biggie One. We also live on YouTube, Periscope, and Twitch. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's doing good. Sancheco, thank you for the introduction and the cheap pop.
You're welcome.
As we face the Minnesota Vikings, so Fisher Evans, easy for me to say, will get the majority of the start in this game. We converted Todd Chocolady to halfback in order for him to become successful. This man has to get over 1,000 yards rushing in the regular season. It's going to happen, damn it. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm booking it. I'm telling you right now.
I'm sorry.
I'm calling my shot. This man will reach 1,000 yards by at least week 10
All
of the
right, I'm
regular season.
interested.
So
All right, you heard it here. Week 10 of the regular season, 1,000 yards with Todd Chocolate. That's a bold statement to make, but hey, that's bolder than whatever Madden decides to give you for a fucking damn goal for the season.
I think we're over that. So,
So limited,
but
so very limited.
anyway, we got the backup receivers that will probably make the practice squad up in the first two quarters, and then the second receiving core. Defense as well. We have the practice squad defense up and running and ready to go. Not sure about the linebackers, but we will see. So let's get things started. And of course, make sure you check out Sancheco over on Twitch. Again, that is twitch.tv/Sancheco3, along with Skeletron as well. I'm not sure what happened to him. But nonetheless, let's get things started.
I think he went to go play with Panzer.
That's fine with me. So, more football.
Because
Yeah, football!
you saw on the stream that that I muted Skelly and Panzer.
Yep.
Especially Panzer. Since I was talking at the moment, I didn't want to have that interrupted, so I just muted them both.
Well,
But I unmuted Skelly. I didn't unmute Panzer yet.
that's fine. And Conrad, how you doing, good sir? Welcome, and hope everything's going well with you and your family. Hope you're staying safe, being safe, and of course, washing hands and washing asses.
Absolutely. I didn't say it on my stream, so I apologize. I hope that you're all doing well, staying safe, staying healthy.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this.
Yes, I know Twitch said Biggie is streaming.
It's the
I'm watching you on YouTube, though.
Wizards.
I can see comments.
With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Hashtag washcloth. I'm gonna add that next time.
Very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports.
That's a very good and valid trending hashtag there.
I'm gonna do that. Like, from now on, just washcloth. Hashtag that. So there you go. From Altsman
That's a
52.
very good idea.
Yo, you have Madden 20? No, sir, I do not have Madden 20. Madden 18 is the last Madden that I have, along with Sancheco, Skeletron, and Devil Dog, Devil Goth, whatever that man's name is.
vice versa, I do have Madden 19. I did buy that for $10 just to see how it would be,
Yeah,
and
how
because
was that?
that game is not worth more than a 10. No, not not because just because of their
Well,
lack of
well,
actual
seeing as
upgrades.
that you went
It,
on a tangent, Sancheco, re-remind Ultsman52 on why I do not have current Maddens.
so we're more of a group of franchise players. You know, now I'll speak for myself here in that I don't play MUT because I just am not interested. I've played it before. I think it could be a fun mode for others, but for me, my heart is in franchise, and I know Biggie's heart is in franchise, but especially in gameplay. I could just play the franchise mode itself and just sim the entire year if I really wanted. I'd just be happy to do that for a few hours, But playing the game as well is it's a hit or miss sometimes with the gameplay. Um, as you saw in my stream, possibly, or if you didn't, you can go check it out on demand right now. You know, the hits with Donnell is great, and with Brady, misses with blocking for Frederick and Sharp was very alarming. But then again, it's Madden, so it's a muted alarm, like you would in the morning. Mute that alarm for 5 minutes or so. You just don't care. Even if it is a detriment to you. But anyway, back to the point. It's a hit or miss. But we're franchise players. We're not MUT players. We're not online exhibition players. I want, for me at least, I want to have my gameplay mean something. I want my franchise to mean something. And if my gameplay can't mean something, if the franchise means something, I can still justify the purchase. But if the franchise mode means nothing, then what's the point? I don't buy Madden to be able to play exhibitions or to be able to play face of the franchise or to be able to do the yard that they're going to come out with 21.
Superstar mode, maybe. I mean, it really depends because we've seen previous, dealing with Road to Glory and NCAA, and then make that conversion over and into Madden.
Mm.
It's more time and investment.
That's a whole, yeah, but and that's a separate topic as well.
Exactly. Because
that comes from a time and from a group of people there at EA and Madden that were very much so different than what we see now. I understand that it's a business, but your business is broken.
Connor, how you doing, sir? Hope everything's going good with you.
If your business means that you're gonna completely abandon one of the modes that sold you on the entire series, then if you have no plans to upgrade it, to continue to fix it, then cut it from the game entirely and just call it a day. Or make it a separate game entirely. I was happy with playing just NFL head coach. If you put franchise mode as a separate game entirely, and said we're gonna predominantly play, you're buying Madden for MUT, then that's fine. That's fine if you want to go with that, and you say we want to really focus and refocus on franchise mode, but we don't have enough space in Madden for it. So we're making a separate game for it, and we're gonna have an entire development team focused just solely on that. experience for you. For all of our franchise community fans out there, we've got a new experience, a new way to play coming soon. If they said that, I would be happy enough. Even if it was just a simulator, but with a largely upgraded franchise mode. Again, if you cut out the gameplay, that might hurt for some people, but for me, and maybe I'm in the minority for this in the franchise community, but if you just gave us, a simulator or an emulator, whatever the hell you want to fucking call it, if you gave us something for franchise mode that was largely upgraded to support its own weight in its own game, that would be fine. I would buy that game. I would buy that game for me. And if Big E didn't have the funds, I would buy it for him so we could game online with each other. At least I'd recommend it to Skelly, to anyone else that would, because if EA put out a product and it was good and valid, I would support it and I would recommend it to others, like I have in the past. But we're not at that point, and I don't know if we'll ever be at that point again. I don't know that this recent trending topic for Twitter and social media that forced EA to acknowledge it in a short video by Sean Grady, their executive producer. I don't know if that's actually going to result in anything. And I tweeted it at him all the same, in the spirit that while it's nice that you acknowledged it, I don't know that these words that you're saying will ring hollow like they did before with other people. Because this has been the experience with your predecessors or with other people. It'd be great if you changed and you did what you said you'd do. But others have said the same and did less. So, by all means, prove me wrong. I'll be happy to be proved wrong. I'll be happy to buy Madden religiously again like some of these people. I'd be happy to be hyped for the next Madden, for Madden year in and year out. I would be happy to consider 2K an afterthought if Madden and EA did justice to the game mode. But what evidence do you have to support EA's case that says otherwise? I'll wait, because I know you're not going to find it. Because if you could find it, I can tell you it's not relevant in the last 5 years at the very least. It's not. I don't want to hear you bring in no archetype and player and coach background arguments to me, because that's not an upgrade. That is not an upgrade. It's not even a feature. You know what that is? It's static. You like white noise? That's all it is. It's white noise. It's a placebo to make you feel better. It's not a feature. A feature would be upgrading the coaches. A feature would be actually having a scouting experience. A feature would be training camp. Would be the North versus West game, or the East versus West game. The scouting combine. Those are features. That's not static. That's not white noise. It's not a placebo. Now let me stop hijacking your stream.
I know. Shit, create your own damn channel.
Because that was the long answer.
No, I agree with I agree with you 100%. you know, talking about that video that Ryan Moody puts out yesterday about putting football in compartments. I think that's what 2K needs to do moving forward. Because again, 2K has the agreement you can make a football game on just solely franchise. One on, I don't know, bringing back NFL Street. You can have another one for a simulator.
They'd say franchise would fall under the realm of simulation and it wouldn't be able to happen, fortunately.
You know, as far as the comment from Connor, EA doesn't care about franchise because it doesn't make money. Mutt is the big money maker in Madden. And I agree.
That's why I was saying I saw your comment, Connor, and I agree as well. That's why I said it's a business, sadly, but you know what? Like I said, if the business model is to abandon one of the modes that's made your series entirely, then remove it altogether. If you're gonna say we're making Madden solely to put up Mutt because Mutt's gonna sell, then fine. I can accept that. It's a business. You found something to make microtransactions mean something in a game and to make more money than you sold at launch. That's fine. But if you're gonna do it at the cost of the predominant mode that's made your series, then forget the abandonment and remove it altogether, because what's the point? If you're releasing a literal patch note, there's nothing being upgraded.
I also like to add in that
You can't.
It's now a play-to-play market in video games in general. And that goes for soccer, that goes for basketball, that goes for hockey, that goes for all sports. And Scoopski50, how you doing, good sir? Hope you're doing well, Nathan. Make sure that you go over on Facebook because I opened up a page for Original Big and One for live streaming. So again, make sure you check that out and the links below. Oh shit, that's a miss.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Make sure you do that. But one thing that other EA sponsored franchise modes are working on. NHL has been working on their coaches.
I mean, the fact that NHL has done better in franchise than Madden is outstanding and unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying to myself, why couldn't we get this in Madden?
I know, and all these other modes also have their own ultimate teams. What's the difference? FIFA has an ultimate team, NHL has an ultimate team, to my knowledge. I know FIFA definitely does. And FIFA sells more than Madden because FIFA is a global game, unlike Madden. Madden is not necessarily, I would quote unquote say, isn't a global game. Connor says, whenever 2K releases their NFL, I am buying it. Depending upon what 2K puts out, I could consider it, but the fact that it's not going to be a simulation football game, that it's going to be something, like Biggie was saying, something, like an NFL Street perhaps, or so, that's not enticing really enough for me to get. If you're going to step into the Madden or the NFL license, you don't step in for non-simulation, in my opinion. It may be a foot back in the room, but you're not in the room, bro. And you're just not. You're either there or you're not. And you got in there so EA could sign another 5-year lease for the fucking exclusive license. So 2K's negotiations meant shit. And I don't know necessarily that 2K was trying to. I don't know. Maybe 2K just wants to do something with the NFL just to do something. They have an idea and they ran it by them and it got them 2 games or 3 games possibly, because they apparently are working on multiple things, multiple games. So that means more than 2, I would think. But unless one of them is a simulation, which we already know it's not, because the exclusive license with EA till through 2025, it doesn't mean shit. Unless it's through 2026, whatever it is. It's through 25
So
or
it's
26.
2025
5 years.
with a extra year option.
Yeah, so I'm just I'm not
I'm thinking about
I
2K's PGA game. I don't know. I hear good things about it. I mean, I have 20. I just don't. You know, that's a good idea. Maybe I will buy it. Maybe I will play it later on. So.
I mean, I've heard good things about Golf Club. I know they're rebranding the Golf Club game to 2K PGA, but you know the Golf Club 2, which was made by 2K, and the Golf Club series itself was made by 2K. You know, being rebranded as 2K PGAs, you know, that's cool. You know, that they're doing that. That they waited for, I guess, the license with PGA to expire with other people to be able to jump in the game. But you know, the golf club's been getting good reviews regardless. So, you know, and golfing needs that platform as well, separate from Madden and such. But you know, every sport deserves to have equal representation and fair representation from good, valid gaming. You know, they at least deserve a shot at it.
I don't know.
I don't shit on EA just to shit on EA. I'll give them praise where available, and I'll shit on them where they deserve it. I'm not one of those shills that just says, "Well, I hate everything EA. EA sucks. You know, EA can eat a dick." I'm not one of
I
those
miss
guys.
EA Sports
But I
Big.
will say they can eat a dick on. Yeah. What I will say they can eat a dick on is franchise, because they got something else in their mouth right now than franchise mode.
But yeah, I might as well do.
all
I
I'm
might
saying.
as well do PGA Golf Tour 2019 or 2020. I know I got it for free, seeing as that my channel is now turning into all sports, football, hockey, basketball. You know, might as well. Oh, he's open.
I'd say that when we come back with legendary Halo Wars, that you consider that a sport.
I mean, you can add in grip ball.
I mean, essentially, it's a tower defense.
Exactly.
I'd say a tower defense can be considered a sport.
Oh, that was my fault.
You know, if something like Ender's Game became an actual video game, I'd be on top of that shit 100%, because the concept of the game inside Ender's Game is just fantastic. I would love to play that. But, I doubt that ever's gonna happen, unfortunately. Just putting it out there in the universe, though, in case Orson Scott Card ever gets a video game release that's meaningful for it.
Hail Mary
Just remember, the enemy's gate is down.
or an end round.
Come with me.
And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Alright, so not a bad start for Fisher Evans
This is fielded a couple
and the offense. Keyshawn Day's doing pretty good. No, that's not Keyshawn. That's Stern.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And
So how do you feel about Fisher Evans overall so
He's
far?
the starter.
All right, so he's taking Barlow's job.
Yep. Fisher's the starter. Barlow second string, and then Deshaun Watson is third string.
Remain here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this.
Yeah, I just put I put Shable on the trade block.
Ah,
I'm buying in on Brady.
I don't
'Cause
know.
if
He
you-
could
if
be
I'm-
Tom's son.
To Orlando for our halftime report. To bring it to you,
Yeah, maybe.
Larry Ridley.
He's 22. He's young enough.
Throwing is
He's faster than his father, then. 87 speeds all around, man.
after a good game. That one goes for
It's a wicked ass athlete, man. Shit. And you're looking at his player profile picture. Yeah, I can believe it. You know, he's got that Brady head frame almost. You know, I might be able to be sold on that. He went to Stanford. He's 6'1", so he's a little shorter. So I don't know. Maybe he got it from Giselle. I don't know.
Oh, that was a pick. Come on now.
Anderson, the kicker, Terrell Davis, Kenny Easley, Jerry Jones,
Son he never knew he had.
LaDainian Tomlinson, and Kurt Warner.
So now you can be the Brady 8.
1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Yeah, man. That's why I didn't want to make him 12, because
To the air again.
that's too much pressure for me to put on someone like him. He needs to be his own.
Nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33.
Yeah, I think 8 looks good on him. He's playing great so far
Nice open field tackle.
for his
Like a great boxer. They were
his
as if
development
He
so
can
far.
run.
they weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it.
Yeah, he can run. He can. Obviously, he's got some talent at throwing.
He's been a busy
Yeah.
man
That I just need to work on with him.
This is taken at the 10.
Ah, shit. Okay.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard
So,
punt. Well
but
done.
if you're telling me I need to choose between Shable and Brady to keep at number 3,
Here now the
I'm choosing
offense
Brady.
heading back out there. And
I
we'll
like
see how this
Shable
is played.
and I like some of Shable's numbers, but
Not a whole lot of time left
I
with
think
the
at this
fixture.
point
Well, it's tempting,
he's gonna do better with someone else.
but a mistake there.
He's gonna do better to be able to get starting time because he needs to develop.
Not out for that.
And he's just not gonna get that with me.
Yards there on the catch and run.
You know, I like I said, his numbers. He's got 88 short accuracy, 80 medium, and 81 deep with 90 throw power.
That's complete.
But
Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
you know, he needs to get some action, and the only way for me to justify that is to get him off the team.
Seconds to go in the first half. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Yeah, I'd like to do right by my players and not hoard talent, if just to hoard it.
From the gun,
Yeah, if I have you on my team, I expect that you may well play,
down to the 47 here.
and if you're gonna play, that you're gonna play to my expectations,
As he'll stop it with 13
or you're not gonna
seconds
be on the
to play
team.
in half number 1.
But if you don't like, if I feel you might not be able to play, then I might not have you.
To throw on 2nd down.
Shit. That was my fault.
You know, right now,
And this
you know, depending upon how the roster cuts go, you know, I might have to trade Sheldon Ross to someone. And I think the world of Sheldon Ross, but
3 for 4 thus far.
I'd like to try and keep at least 4 running backs out of this group if I have to cut someone. You know,
The final shot before break.
if it comes to it, I could put Joyner on IR to return, but seeing what happened last year with Ramczyk,
Who wants highlights from the second week of
you know,
preseason?
even if I put him on IR at week 1 and made the roster cuts with him included on the roster until then elevate someone back to the roster afterwards, you know, if someone else gets hurt down the line, then he's got to sit the season, and that won't sit right with me because Joyner fucking took over in that second half of the year. You know, if I didn't have McCaffrey, like I said, he'd be the starter, unquestioned. With Donnell being his number 2 now.
That's right, Chocolatey. Get those yards.
Because I guarantee you that Sheldon Ross or not, Donnell would be number 2. Donnell is exceeding expectations, and he's playing more to my style than Ross would.
See?
And again, I like
That's
Ross.
what you get when you try to hurt the chocolate man. You get injured. Your punk ass.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy. It came underneath on the drag.
Oh, damn, he should have held on to the block a little longer. Damn it.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
I mean, the good news is that Christopher was only hurt for the rest of the
He is
Not just a big man, a huge man.
So,
Well, how about the credit?
I'm not going to take any chances. I'm going to have him and Burton sit out this next 2 games. And just play Coghill and Douglas at left end.
Yeah, that man's
Probably just sit
carrying needs
McKinley,
to be
too.
much higher.
You know, this is the regular season partner. We'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
No, I mean, his last name is Chocolatey, people.
Guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made it to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy
Okay.
on that sideline because that drives you berserk.
Why would I cut a man named Chocolatey?
Oh, well, as you said, not even get to the
Come
red
on,
zone,
shit.
not even put points on the board. You got to just take a deep breath, relax.
Especially since you didn't name him. That's what the generator made him. You know, that's someone meant to make some plays, bro.
And now the first
Fucking
throw
A,
for the
bro.
backup quarterback. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense?
No, let's stay in
It's
4-6.
a tough task to match up to him. Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it.
So that's gonna be interesting as I
Didn't get a whole lot
make
of
the
yards
cuts
on the play, but it did
when
what
we
it was supposed to. Pick up
progress
What's
here.
that?
Defense, but
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
yeah, defense is where I'm gonna have to make a lot of the cuts. I mean, some are gonna be given, but
Possible run anticipation here as the
I might have to make some hard choices there.
Now McGuire looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be
I mean, I'm at 75 out of 75.
gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
Got at least one
Maybe you
move
just have to think about different style of running in
with
order to get this
Shable.
guy going.
That
to throw
will
on
get
second
traded.
down. Maddox throwing to
I'm just gonna keep him until week 4, and so I know I've played at least 3 of the preseason games.
inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll get 9 there as
Um,
that sets him up better for third down. The
Sylvester will go to the practice squad.
This is 3rd and 7.
Julius Bullock will go to the practice squad. Solomon Owens will probably go to the practice squad.
First down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And the next snap coming
I might trade Galindo. I'm not keeping 4 tight ends, so Jammer or Goldsberry is going to be the 3rd tight end if I'm keeping 3. So I could put Jammer back on the practice squad and just trade Goldsberry, so I can get 2 from there. I'm not carrying 3 centers on this season, so Chamberlain's going to go to the practice squad. Corliss can go to the practice squad. 1 more year.
Oh, damn it.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync?
Oh, wow.
3-step drop, balls out of his
That's
hands,
crazy.
right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Tip drill into an actual reception.
Now we've
Bam.
got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota.
I don't think Willie Potter has a future with me, so he's going to get traded. Reed Curry will probably go to the practice squad if I had to guess.
On 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Northcutt will just get traded.
Back to throw. Maddox.
Trout will just get traded.
He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line.
Okoye Bullock will probably get on practice squad. We'll see what happens between Obi and Gregory at the at free safety, because I think I'm gonna have to get rid of one of them. Right now, Gregory didn't have too good of a showing, so right now he's the first man out. So yeah, cuts are gonna be fun when we get to week 4.
And now you put the pressure on your defense, who didn't particularly play all that well in the first half. But they're going to need to step it up here and make some plays if these guys are going to have any chance.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
Yeah, that's the relief, that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be.
Yeah, again, it kind of sucks that Chocolate fumbled, so.
That's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
And a hit jar.
That's an incompletion? Okay.
Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big...
Go Chocolate Man!
Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Every team in the league always wants explosive
Yes,
plays,
indeed.
breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the third and then carry that over to the fourth.
I like that. Recalibrate. Strong.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down. Welcome back live to Orlando. as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
Okay, he got back up. Who else is hurt?
And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on third.
Playing coverage here.
Oh, damn it, he had to hold.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
Back to throw here. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Well, we looked at each other in surprise going for it on 4th down to the 4th quarter.
No,
Hey, you get it?
I'm not surprised.
Like a genius.
It was 4th and 2.
Coach, he's going to say, well, that's why I coach and that's why you guys talk up there, right? He had the guts to go ahead and go for it, and it paid off.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Yeah, go chocolate, man.
Tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says,
All right, blocking, don't fail me now.
You're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees.
Oh, shit. Go, Chocolate Man.
And he will take this one in.
You damn right.
A great play there. Taking it in from 11 yards.
Good blocking there.
And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end
I
zone.
think Chocolate Man's going to be my celebration every time he scores.
And it's 21-3. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Alrighty then, 3 receiver set.
And now out comes
Yeah, let's
Minnesota.
blitz him.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Looking to throw. Maddox. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Alright, do you have a 2-man
To a 3rd down.
cover?
Let's not quibble about the
Or
game
is
there
that
on
in
2nd down.
bare
That's a
under?
positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The offense on
3-4
3rd
odd.
down.
Okay, cool.
7 so far in this game. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. From the gun on 3rd down. Maddox. He's going to flip one out here to his running
Oh,
back.
that's a completion? Okay.
Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 1st down, Maddox. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I mean, shoot, we made Maddox look like a superstar. There's the 2-man cover. Alright, it's in 4-6 bare under. Okay.
Shift together here from the D-line. On 1st and 10, Maddox.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
But that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Now pounced right back on it, keeps possession. To throw on second down. Maddox. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves to James. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Looking to throw on second down. Maddox. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and lead the game out that way.
Back to throw. Maddox. And he'll be knocked down sideways. They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
Tied in. I'm more concerned about the
Also,
running back.
congrats to the sisters Bella, since they both gave birth to healthy babies. Looks like yesterday. That's good.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the gun on 3rd down.
Ah, shit. That was my fault.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they had the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here we go. Now they'll run it on the toss.
Oh, Marino, you should have picked up that block.
Around the 23-yard line. So it'll be first down here after the run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5.
Alrighty then, you went over 100 yards. That's what I'm talking about, Chocolate Man.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth.
Take him out of the game now.
Back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now, backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over. But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there.
Where is it? Where is it? There it is.
The offense on third down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're looking at a third and goal here.
Oh, shit.
Push the pile. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's
Wait,
gonna
Sanu is it?
4th and goal. And what are the whistles?
That's some bullshit.
So they'll
I want to see flying chocolate.
a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And they're
Blind chocolate sounds
But
good.
instead, I
right now.
got Sanu's punk ass.
gonna roll the dice on 4th and goal. He'll drop to throw.
Ah, the shit.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Sanu, I'm gonna bench you next game.
Down near the 5. He's at the 50. He's at the 30.
Oh wow,
Past the 20.
wow!
He will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
What a terrible way.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more
There's nothing to be done about it
Yeah,
now.
exactly.
This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by
Nah, man, that was some bullshit. Flying chocolate should be in the damn game.
They're going to keep it on the ground. That is not going to be any help.
Oh, and they're gonna go for it because hey, let's lose by 3 instead of 5.
Charles, an absolutely thrilling
Your bitch ass deserves to lose by 5 instead.
got it close to the goal line, but couldn't punch
Dumbass. I wouldn't have even done that.
I know.
standing up.
I had to. You had to get out of your seat for that one.
You're already guaranteed to lose
That was fun.
in that spot. What's the point? Whether you lose by 3 or 5, what's the point?
Yeah, that dude's thick.
It's the same logic.
Chocolate D's a
Same
thick
logic.
man, I'm telling you right now. Who's gonna stop chocolate? I'm telling you. Listen.
I play that sexual chocolate theme.
That could be a good theme as well, so I'm gonna get that, so.
I'll do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more,
I mean,
go to EA Sports.
like, it's the same logic to me that applies, like, in games where, for the last play in the final second, someone scores a touchdown, a game-winning touchdown, that's going to put them over by 1 point over the other team. What's the point of kicking the extra point? It's over. There's no point. Unless you're going to say that they're going to return a kick, an extra point, or let me upgrade that line of thinking. If you're going to win by 3, what's the point of kicking the extra point? Point would only put it to 4. Nothing the defense or any of them can do at that point. Because I don't think the rule that if you get a penalty on the last play of the game, that it suddenly gives the team an on-time down. It doesn't matter if you're not on offense. Unless you have the ability to score a touchdown potentially in that moment, then what's the point? Just let it go. Let it go, dog. It's over.
Alrighty then. So, as we go back to the main menu and hit ready to advance, I am Original Bigger One. Thank y'all for tuning in, Sancheco. Thank you for joining. We will be back with week 3 of the Battle of Florida as Scott gets ready to do his game against the Chiefs. Tomorrow I may be doing PGA on 2K. Maybe. I might be doing that. I might be doing NHL 19. And if anything, I might be playing NCAA. You don't know. And you never will. Till then, have a good night. Wash your hands. Wash your ass. Obi-Wan, out.